49ers have 3 picks right at the end of the third round. They got a slew of picks on day 3. If you ask me where do they go for a quarterback, it's probably on day 3.
Yeah.
And you and I think, like some of the same guys. I really like Jay Kaner quite a bit. Um, Max Duggan had a big year for Sonny Dykes. A lot of people are Stetson. A lot of people argue for Stetson Bennett. I'm not really a Stetson Bennett guy. A lot of people here are saying, "How about Dorian Thompson Robinson?" To me, he's very up and down. I've had people tell me that Aiden O'Connell from Purdue is going to be a really good quarterback. I kind of like what I saw in the All-Star game from Malik Cunningham as far as the way he threw, the way he ran, how solid he is. Adrian Martinez, the Nebraska transfer, is at K-State. And he had a pretty, didn't have a great year at K-State, but Martinez is an interesting guy, 6'3", 225. But the guy that I really like is a guy that I know you like as well, and that's Clayton Tune from University of Houston. And if you see him, he's pretty solidly built and he's really athletic, really bouncy. I liked what I saw from him. I think, he's athletic, he's experienced, he's a plus athlete. He can really drive the football. I like this kid. I mean, if the 49ers are really looking for a third quarterback to invest in behind Brock Purdy, behind Trey Lance, I would use one of those late third round picks on Clayton Tune out of Houston. I know you like him as well. Tell me about Tune and what you know, what you like.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it isn't Jake Haener who's the Brock Purdy of this class, I feel like it's Clayton Tune. He's my guy, and you got to remember he's a 5-year starter. Thank you, pandemic season, when it comes to that. But over there at Houston. So again, much like Brock Purdy, just a grizzled, battle-tested guy, and just having watched him, having had him on multiple of my college fantasy and campus to Canton teams. I've got him to campus to Canton as well. I'm excited for, what he can do at the next level, as stated. And reason why is when you look at some of those vital metrics that I discussed, things that I look at that are, performance harbingers for success, Clayton Tune has quite a few of them. As we discussed, what does a quarterback do in non-play action situations, which, play action can mask some deficiencies? It's, sucking up linebackers. So you're having that nice, clean, open shot, 10 yards, crossing from that slot receiver, and you can just hit him in stride. And it can mask some deficiencies. What do quarterbacks do when they don't have that crutch? Well, Clayton Tune, non-play action situations, second in the FBS in terms of his passing grade in non-play action situations. Number 1, North Carolina's Drake May, who you will see, mark my words, top 5 QB next year. It's Caleb Williams and it's Drake May. Those are the guys. Start watching them now. Get ready. Not like the San Francisco people are going to have to worry about that. You guys are in good shape with QBs. But, Drake May, to play second fiddle to Drake May in the entire, out of all of college in non-play action situations, you're good. You can play. As well as that, close. When the game's close, when you have to make the throws, you know what I mean? When the defense knows it's do or die, we have to move the ball, 2-minute drill time, close and late situations. Clayton Tune, again, 180.5 passer rating in those situations. That's, astronomical, sky high, of course, to go with 9 of his 71 pass attempts in those crucial circumstances going for touchdowns. That's the 7th best rate nationally in those circumstances. So, you put it in terms of executing. When the game is on the line, he's there. Ice water in his veins. And then athletically, too. Really underrated. People don't realize what kind of an athlete Clayton Tune was. He ran a 4.5 in high school. You saw him when very opportunistic. When you need to run, he's quick. His feet are great. Can navigate the pocket. Like, I have no problem with any of his mobility-related skills. I think he's going to be great. 2021, he pulled a hamstring in like the second game of the year, and he didn't run at all for the rest of it. He still played, He still played QB. He just taped it up, as much as you could possibly do it, and just gutted it out until late in the season where he was able to kind of pull it off. But 22, you see him, he did more because he didn't have that kind of hang up. And, night and day difference. Lastly, his arm. At the Senior Bowl, they have a radar gun on everybody throwing. He hit 76.8 miles per hour on the Senior Bowl gun. That was the highest of all quarterbacks at the Senior Bowl. And it was by a couple miles per hour, too. It was pretty comfortably. I think it was him and Tyler Badgett, who were the top two there. So when it comes to velocity, it comes to handling pressure, it comes to just overall experience, know-how, like all those sort of intangibles of the Bill Parcells QB that you want to see, Clayton Tune has, and then you throw on the athleticism on top of it. I really think that he could be somebody that down the board, you might even be able to wait until your fourth round pick too, which is the beauty of Tune, being a G5 Houston QB and a little bit on the older side, maybe you could wait and get him down the board, and that'd be a very nice developmental QB that who, like Jimmy G, like Castle, you could see them go and turn around and flip if Brock Purdy is rock solid like he looked.
Kyle's system is run heavy. He requires his quarterbacks to make, some efficient throws within structure. I just think Tune's a great fit. I think arm strength, foot speed, durability, where he'll go in the draft. How do you see him as a fit for Kyle's offense?
Sure. I mean, when it comes to the rhythmic passing, like you said, they don't take a lot of chances there. Shanahan doesn't like to he wants to make sure that the reads are right. I like Clayton Tune. I think somebody's going to get a quarterback that, from a developmental perspective, has a lot of the traits that you want from any organization that you're looking for in a QB. And he's 6'2", 216 pounds too. They check, 6'2" and a quarter. So it's not like he's small either. He's got all those intangibles. He worked with Nathaniel Dell, Tank Dell, who was another guy who popped on the Senior Bowl. But if you watch, Dell's tape, man, Tune is putting him in good position. He's hitting him in stride on those quick slants that allow him at 5'8", 163 to do that jitterbug sort of dance that he does and just blow away people in the open field, So, and that goes for hitting him in stride and hit him in the catch pocket, but then also downfield too with Dell. I mean, he is fast. So, you have to be able to get him and match his speed downfield and hit him in stride, because you don't want to underthrow him and give the cornerback a chance to catch up, because he's going to have a step, probably two. Did a great job of getting that, really driving it downfield to hit Dell, because it can be tough. You can underthrow that guy. He did a hell of a job with that too. So I think that, what you see from him on tape and what his physical attributes are, the being battle tested, being experienced, I think he can do it.